Hello everyone, here's a nice problem. 25 to the power of m minus 15 to the power of m is equal to 9 to the power of m. What is m? So here's the solution. Now, let's write down 25 to the power of m minus 15 to the power of m is equal to 9 to the power of m. Now, next is we are going to divide each term by 9 to the power of m. So this is 9 to the power of m divided by 9 to the power of m divided by 9 to the power of m. Now, next is, since they have the same power, according to the rule of a power, if a to the power of x over b to the power of x, we can write it as a over b whole to the power of x. So same here. So we can write it as 25 over 9 whole to the power of m minus 15 over 9 whole to the power of m equals, here, this is cancelled and considered as 1. So we put 1. Our next is, for 25 over 9, we can write it into e power 4. For 25, we can write it as 5 squared. And then for 9, we can write it as 3 squared. Then whole to the power of m minus 15, we can write it as 5 times 3 over 9, we can write it as 3 times 3 whole to the power of m equals 1. And then next, for this, 3 over 3, we can cancel. So we have 5 squared over 3 squared whole to the power of m minus 5 over 3 whole to the power of m equals 1. And the next, this side, if you observe, they have the same power. So if we go back to the rule of a power, if they have the same power, we can write it as a over b whole to the power of x. We go back to the rule of a power. If a to the power of x over b to the power of x, that is also equal to a over b whole to the power of x. It's the same here. This is 5 over 3 squared, then whole to the power of m minus 5 over 3 whole to the power of m is equal to 1. Next is, we are going to interchange the power. So for this is 5 over 3 to the power of m whole to the power of 2 minus, just copy, 5 over 3 whole to the power of m is equal to 1. Now next is, we are going to let 5 over 3 whole to the power of m be equal to x. So for this, we can write it as x squared in the place of x here for 5 over 3 to the power of m. Then minus x is equal to 1. Now for this, we can take 1 to the other side. So this is now x squared minus x minus 1, and this is equal to 0. Now, since this is a degree of 2, and this is called as quadratic equation. So to find the roots of x, we are going to use the quadratic formula. Now to continue, the quadratic formula to find the roots of this is x is equal to negative b, positive negative square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. But before we use this formula, we need to identify a, b, and c. So for a, this is 1. For b, this is -1. For c, this is -1. Now, we have the value for a, which is equal to 1, b is equal to -1, and c is equal to -1. Now, we can use this formula. So this is x is equal to negative times b, substitute -1. So this is -1, positive negative square root of b squared, this is -1 squared, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is -1. Put over 2 times a, which is 1. Now this is x is equal to negative times -1, that is 1. Positive negative square root of -1 squared is 1. Next, -4 times 1 is -4. -4 times -1 is +4. So this is plus 4. Or over 2 times 1 is 2. Now this is x is equal to 1 positive negative square root of 1 plus 4 is 5 all over 2. Now for this, earlier, if you still remember that we let 5 over 3 to the power of m be equal to x. Since this is the value for x, 5 over 3 to the power of m, we need to replace it here. So this is 5 over 3 to the power of m and equals, just copy, 1 positive negative square root of 5 all over 2. Now to solve this, we are going to insert the logarithm. So this is ln 5 over 3 whole to the power of m equals ln times 1 plus, we use only the positive sign. So plus square root of 5 all over 2. The next, for the power of m, we can bring it down here. So this is m times ln 5 over 3 equals ln 1 plus square root of 5 all over 2. Now next is, we need to remove ln 5 over 3 here and be transferred to the other side. So what we are going to do? So we need to divide both sides by ln 5 over 3. So we can cancel out ln 5 over 3 over ln 5 over 3. And we're left with m is equal to ln 1 plus square root of 5 over 2 all over ln of 5 over 3. And this is the final answer. M is equal to ln of 1 plus square root of 5 over 2 all over ln of 5 over 3. Or we can write this as m is equal to ln 1 plus square root of 5 minus ln of 2 all over ln of 5 minus ln of 3. So this is the final answer. Again, m is equal to ln of 1 plus square root of 5 minus ln of 2 all over ln of 5 minus ln of 3. That's all for today. For more exciting videos, don't forget to like and subscribe to Fun with Maths.